about the game I'll be at, Weddington and Huss. Interesting game. Huss hosting its second straight, getting that 4 seed was big at the end of the year. And they will be hosting a Weddington team that's a defending state champion. And kind of like South Point started the year 1-3 last year and then ripped off whatever it was, 10 straight wins to win a state championship.
And the common opponent is
rounding
Crest.
into form again.
Crest won over Weddington at home in a real, I talked to some of those folks over there, a real physical slog of a game. I think it was 20-19 Crest. There were some special teams mistakes, field goals. That I think Crest made some field goals to win. I think Weddington had some snapping issues.
Weddington was up 19-7 in the third quarter.
Crest came back and won.
20-19.
And then Huss beat Crest in overtime in a game that now had some other bizarre special team stuff. We had a blocked field goal that Huss recovered after Crest touched to give him another chance to force overtime. And then Trevor Hargett won with a field goal in overtime. So just to, if that's any indication, you're going to be in for quite the exciting game between two teams that strike me as fairly evenly matched.
Yeah.
Weddington looks to be playing their best football now. That might be the wild card in all this, but when Weddington played Crest and Huss played Crest, they were real physical, close, competitive games, and I would expect it to be that way again.
Yeah, Weddington definitely playing their best football, well-coached, disciplined. We saw them at Wake Forest right after South Point won last year. Strong team, definitely. But is Huss playing their best football is the question. It's only been 2 weeks. They had 2 weeks ago they had the loss of Stuart, or 3 weeks ago they had the loss of Stuart Kramer, which was tough for them in overtime. But then they come back and they beat Ashbrook, and they handle West Rowan at home.
Yes.
Both.
I was impressed with how they handled West Rowan. I saw that game last week.
34-0 West Rowan. So I know it's only been a 2-week stretch, but maybe this is Huss kind of coming into the form and playing their best football that they need to. We'll find out tomorrow night, because if they beat Weddington, they'll have to be at their best. It'll have to be the best version of Huss that they've shown this
season. And particularly on the defensive side, I think Huss's defense has been pretty good throughout the year, but when they're playing like they played last week against West Rowan, I think that's a handful for Weddington.
Definitely. And that defense has been kind of their calling card all year. The offense has been a little bit up and down. Zoe Wallace has been pretty good, but the running game has sort of...
If he doesn't have to pass, that would be their preference.
That would be the preference if they can go with Dallas Danner, getting a heavy workload
Kendall
back there.
Corey showed some sparks last week. So Demarius Davis came in for a couple of plays.
But the defense between those two corners, Tony Davis and Tez Price, and the front seven with Prince Bima especially in the middle, Chase Williamson, a good linebacker as well. But those two corners are as good as any 3A team's going to have in the state. And when you can put those guys on the outside and you discourage the quarterback from throwing out there, because it's every time you throw outside the hash marks, it's a risk of 6 coming back. Those guys are so athletic. That really helps your front seven get some pressure on the quarterback. So I'll be there tomorrow night, looking forward to that one, and should be a good game. And whoever comes out of that, potentially, will be playing Charlotte Catholic and Lester.
Well, the Kramer Catholic.
Pull a heck of an upset.
It'd be another big game in our area.
Right.
However it checks out.
Absolutely.